everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Baby's Got Scraps. Today I'm going to be scrapbooking a picture for Everett's book. It's a Christmas picture of him with his great-grandparents. This is my mom and dad, and so I thought this would be a good Christmas one to get in the book. And I really love this 49 in Market with the poinsettias, so I thought we could build something with that. Now, instead of using scraps, even though I do have some here, I did pull out the 6x8 paper, and I think I'm going to do some layering with that, but primarily it's going to be embellishments, and I do have rub-ons that I wouldn't mind getting some on if I can. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut off the branding strip. I love 49 in Market. They've got just the best paper. They're so heavy. Them and Carta Bella have probably the heaviest of the papers. All right, so I want to go through. I do like this dark green. Let's see what else I have here. I've got gold. Kind of leaning towards more traditional. Now this paper, they give you 3 of each design. So I don't think I need red because there's enough red with the poinsettias on here. And they are wearing black, but I think the black would darken it up too much. And I'm sticking primarily to the solid colors because I think if I pull in the other side, it'd be too busy. And I do like this. I wonder if I could pull this in. Could even pull a full sheet in and then with the green kind of offset it. And I wonder how this would look on black or red. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. See, if I put that on black, and then I can layer their picture on here. Okay, I like that. Do I want that on black as well, the picture? Maybe I'll do that. So let's go ahead. We'll use these. So let me go ahead and put these to the side. All right. So I know I want a matte on green. And I'm thinking I want to cut this down a little bit and make it less than... Maybe I'll make it a 5-inch because there's just a little bit here that we don't need. Actually, it'll be 5.5. Well, gotta make it a little bit longer. I don't want to cut off my dad's head here. So we're gonna make it 5 3/4. And let's see if that's just enough to bring it down. Yep, it's actually perfect to mat on here. So now all right, that's matted on there. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is mat this in the center, because then I can cut a mat from it, and by gutting it, it's still going to leave me enough to mat the other piece once I cut it down just a tad bit. And I'm just kind of trying to line it up and go through. And if it doesn't cut like perfect, if I go a little bit, like my cuts go a little bit longer, it's okay, because this is still going to be underneath that buffalo check paper. And I'm just giving it a very, very thin mat. Here we go. And then, so I think I did pretty good. I don't even think it needs to get cleaned up. So now we need to take just a little off of, like 1/8 of an inch off of each side. 1/8. So it's just a very small sliver, and that's just going to give me enough of a little border that the black will have that pop off, and against the busy background it'll be fine. Here. So now we'll put this to the side. And there we go. See how that just kind of stands up? Now, to make sure that I've got my adhesive within the frame, I take my smaller piece, that's going to be my larger mat, and I'm just running the adhesive along the edge, and then there will be more than enough that it's not going to get into that center part here. All right. So now we'll line it up, making sure I have about 1/8 of an inch on each side. And now that just pops from the background. And then now I can go and build here. And now what I'm liking is I'm liking how if I pull this over, I'm pulling this frame in, which is then giving me an idea, because I'm going to put the paper to the side. I think I'm done with that. But I have the frames. So let's see if we can do something with these chipboard frames. And okay, so the chipboard frames are not, the backs of them are not scored. So I might run my craft knife through them to keep the backing on. So just give me 1 second here. On the front, they're fine. It's just on the backing, it's not poked all the way through. And until I know what I want to do, I want to try and leave the backing on. So if I choose not to use one of these frames, I don't have it all to stick on there. Come on. And this is just keeping it cleaner. So now I still have the backing on. And now I can go in here and I can see what it would look like if I wanted to start layering some of this up. I would probably need to pop the picture on What other frames do I have? I have another black and white. Let's see if I have a smaller one. And I have a long one. I don't think there's any paper frames in here, but let me look, because I'd really like something a little bit thinner. I also have the laser cut die cuts, and I can look in there and see if there's any frames in that as well. So let me look at those. Oh, there is a couple. Because I do like this, and I don't mind if I have to pop this up on foam, but I don't want to go too thick. So by pulling in a couple thinner, smaller pieces, it would be helpful. So we have these frames here. I love these laser cut. Just you have to be really careful when you're pulling them away from the back. All right, so if I have the frame, I really want another frame like up in here. So let me go. Do I want red or do I want... So here I would be pulling in like a green one, which I kind of like how that goes in layers there. All right, let me get my knife. Needs a little bit more. Okay. So now, if I pull that one in, it's still pulling in this frame down here. I'm pulling in a little bit of red. Okay. I think the rest of the frames are a little bit too big. So I don't think I want to use the rest of these frames. So I'm going to put them away since I've got a pile going here. I'm going to put this to the side. All right, I've got one more die cut frame. Let's see if we can get this in. And then we'll get some craft foam or my Big Mama roll tape underneath. Okay. Okay, kind of like that. All right, let's grab the foam tape and I can help, it will help settle it down. So I know I'm going to want a little at the bottom and a little at the top, and then like a strip through the center. This is Big Mama foam tape that I got from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and it was a pretty big roll. So if you're looking for a big roll like this, and it's not so thick that sometimes you get the foam and it's like wonky on how thick it is, and this isn't too bad. All right, so now we have this popped up, so see how it just kind of lays on top better. All right, so we have the dies. I'm liking that. Now I think some poinsettias inside or around would be great. And so let me see. But I don't want so much because I don't want it to take away from here and then look like a giant cluster. I just want to pull a little in. So this one here, we could have it build off of that. So now you're still seeing the buffalo check, and now it's just a little bit coming into the frame from the corner. And I'd want to do the same thing like through here. So maybe like this floral that was on the inside of the frame, it's little enough that it won't take away. Just brings it in. Okay, and I think that one's too small. So let's see if we can find a different one. Let's look at this one here. Okay, that one's a little bit better. That one's bigger. All right. Like that. Now, let's see if we can find a title. And I do have like this postcard. I'm just looking at this as being maybe a place that I can do my journaling. And then I saw that I kind of like these ornaments. Let me see if I have any more of them in my other die cut sheet here. I know I used a few of them already. And to me, these just hanging down is just a little touch that won't be too heavy.
Motion detected at the prospect door.
Oh, sorry, I think my husband's home. Alexa, volume 1. And sorry if anyone's watching Alexa and I just turned your phones down. Didn't mean to do that.
Motion detected at the prospect door.
All right, so if I have those ornaments kind of dangling, and let's see what other one I have. Kind of like the present. I like that, or would I like it better up here? Then that kind of brings in a little bit. Okay, I like that. I need another ornament. Okay, I like that. And then we have these little bells. I'm wondering if I could sprinkle a couple of them down here. And what's this? Murdoch Farm Dairy Heavy Cream. Have this little, I can't cover up those little girls here. I want to kind of make sure I have them still showing through. All right, so let's see what else I have here. Nope. I like the memorable. All right, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it just as this. I'm very happy with how this looks. And I don't think it needs anything more. So let me go ahead and put you on pause. I'm gonna go ahead and glue everything down, and I will be right back. I want that there. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm good with how I have it right now, because then I have a little bit of room for journaling, and I think it's pretty good. So let me go ahead and glue this all down, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got everything glued down now and adhered. I did cut the frames in half so that I have those pieces left that I can use on another layout. And then the frame that was over here, a lot was being covered up by the picture. So I went ahead and cut that in half and kind of stacked it here. And I also switched this frame up so that when the ornaments hung down, they hung down into the frame. And like I said, I'll just do a little bit of journaling here, and then this will go into Everett's album to remember his first Christmas. Well, actually, this will be his second Christmas, but he was in womb at the first one. So this is the actual first Christmas where he can be snuggled by everybody, and he was just a happy guy. And it's hard to believe yesterday he actually turned 6 months old. It just, time's flying. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will try and be back again tomorrow if work is cooperative with another layout for Baby's Got Scrap. Have a great day, and make sure you check out everyone else who's playing along this month. There's some great layouts and ideas of how to use up those scraps and the small paper pads. Have a great day. Bye.